Hello everyone, my name's Lakna. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I really wanted to sit in front of my wall just to show you all this beautiful masterpiece that I am super excited to be sharing with you all very soon, and I will be speaking with the artist very soon on my channel, so stay tuned for that. I'm super excited. I truly believe in divine timing, and I believe that the world is ready for and is needing this energy right now of this artwork that is, it's so much more than art. This is a portal of light that is really going to help us align with our divine life path and our purpose and our truth. So yeah, stay tuned to hear from Peter. He is such a divine angelic being, and I'm really excited for him to be sharing more about himself and his story and his artwork, because I just think the world really needs to hear that and feel that, and yeah, just stay tuned for that. But in this video, I want to talk about the new moon solar eclipse that is happening on October 14th. The energies of this solar eclipse are really resonant and aligned with this artwork as well. So the time of the new moon solar eclipse, it will be very dark, because the new moon is when the moon is the darkest. With K2 eclipsing this new moon, it will be darker for a longer period of time. And so we need to feel really comfortable in that darkness. And when I thought about this eclipse, what came to mind was the quote, "The cave that you fear to enter the most holds the treasure that you're seeking." So that cave is K2. K2 is the conditioning of our consciousness. K2 is what has been keeping our soul going through cycles and loops and patterns that we really need to let go of, so that we can move into Rahu, which is more of our destiny and our life path in this life. In order to move more into what is our true destiny, we need to fully come to terms with our K2. We need to accept and embrace that. That is our shadow. So that is what we fear the most, which is in that cave. So we need to enter that cave fearlessly. And this new moon is happening in Virgo, in the nakshatra called Chitra. Chitra is ruled by Mars. So we do have the strength, like Mars, the soldier, to really go into that cave. And this portal, this vortex of energy that I see with this eclipse, this dark portal, where with the spiraling energy is K2, and I see K2 sort of vacuuming away the things that are not serving our highest good, the things that we keep repeating, the toxic cycles and the patterns that we need to break free from. So vacuuming away. And this new moon being in Virgo is all about this vacuum. Virgo loves to be clean. So this is really good. We are being cleansed and purified, and we need to detox our life so that we can move through this portal into a new beginning that this new moon is wanting for us. In order to go through that portal into this new beginning, we have to let go and release of a lot as well. And these things that we are releasing out of our life and cutting out, these are to do with the energies of Libra, and wherever you have Libra in your chart, because Mars recently entered Libra and K2 will be in Libra. Both together, this is some strong energy of cutting out and releasing what no longer serves our highest good, what has been in that K2 like karmic cycle of keeping our soul in loops and keeping us separated from our Rahu, which is our destiny, our path, and what we're moving towards. So these Libra ways are to do with relationships and connections with other people. It's to do with creating balance and harmony, and that may require conflict and confrontation in order to achieve that peace and harmony. And we may need to cut out certain relationships. We may not need to cut out actual relationships, but it may just be actually reforming and restructuring the patterns within ourselves that we have towards relationships with others. Maybe it's having stronger boundaries, maybe it's speaking up for yourself more, or things to do with like seeking external validation or approval from others, like any sort of unhealthy patterns that you have in regards to relating with others that are holding you back or preventing you from really being in your authentic self and your authentic truth. These patterns are now wanting to be vacuumed out of your life. So this is Mars and Ketu is assisting in that, so that we can step through this new moon, new beginning. And once we are comfortable in that cave of this darkness, this dark sort of these patterns and these obsessions that we have, any addictions that we have, these unhealthy ways of living, once we see all of that for what it is and we accept it, it's not really so much of a big deal once we accept it. Then we can work on releasing it. And once we do that, that's when we find the true treasure that we're really seeking. That treasure is a beautiful pearl, which is the symbol of this star, Chitra. Chitra, the deity, is Vishwakumara, who is the divine celestial architect. And this deity has the ability to turn a basic uncut stone into a beautiful statue. So that is the strength of this star, is to turn nothing into something so beautiful. Peter, the artist that I am going to be speaking with soon, he has Chitra in his chart, and he had the ability to turn a blank canvas into this beautiful masterpiece. So that is the strength of this star. But it's interesting, what I see with this star is that there's two types of Chitra people. There's the Chitra who is so concerned with creating this beautiful pearl or gem or statue through external means of, creating, like working out and creating a beautiful image of yourself, or, doing these external things that are not aligned with you at all. Just doing these things that you think other people will give you this validation for, and then you'll feel beautiful. Maybe it's like working towards some sort of award or goal or something, and thinking that that will actually make you beautiful and make you feel happy and fulfilled. So that is the shadow of Chitra, is moving towards, in a material and practical sense, trying to find true fulfillment. Then there is the Chitra native who is super highly evolved, that has faced that cave, that deep dark shadow of themselves and all of the, the darkness in life and of their self, of their being, and all of the things that they need to face to go through that, and to face their ego, and to then come through that and to find the true beauty that lies deep within, which is the true essence of your soul. That is that true pearl or gem. That is when you're able to be fully authentically yourself and really shine that and not care about the external. So there's this Chitra aspect that is like completely detached from the spiritual side of things and fully immersed in creating a material, practical version of what is truly beautiful. And then there is the evolution of the Chitra to become fully beautiful, is to understand that that is your true essence, your soul, and being in alignment with your heart and your soul, and really detaching from all of that external stuff. And I feel that this is sort of a theme, and that's coming up a lot with astrology, and this solar eclipse is like a preparation for the nodal shift, as Rahu will enter Pisces and Ketu will enter Virgo, because it is this balancing of the material and spiritual worlds, and how they are both really important. Because this new moon solar eclipse is happening in Virgo and in Chitra. This is all about like the practical, detail, service oriented ways of life. And like, this is the time where we are all under this deep reconstruction of ourself. And this is not just on an external level, the internal is just as important. So that is where that balance of the material and spiritual come in. And Virgo is needing to balance that practical, detail oriented, organizational things with that Piscean energy of the spiritual, and seeing things, seeing that there is more to life than just what we see with our eyes. And Neptune is opposing this new moon, so it totally makes sense. Neptune is in Pisces opposing this new moon. So Neptune is all about seeing things from, just seeing the deeper meaning in things, and seeing that there is a higher purpose, a higher spiritual purpose to things, and also moving beyond the attachment of the material world. So Neptune opposing this new moon in Virgo is showing us that yes, it is important to restructure and to reorganize ourselves, and to do all of these tedious material, practical, realistic things that are more earthbound. These things are so important. Neptune opposing is showing us that that needs to be balanced with that Neptunian way of seeing that there is more than what we just see with our two eyes. Like, there's also this eye that sees, you know? And also, because Neptune is opposing this new moon, it is showing us the shadow part of Neptune. So that shadow part, it's being highlighted, the shadow of, you know, seeing the world through rose-colored glasses. Like, now is the time where we're gonna have to take those off. We can't see things from a fantasy view that is not serving us either. And Neptune is notorious for wanting to escape life through addictions and through toxic things. So that is also being highlighted to us right now. Like, what is there anything that we're addicted to? This is a time when Mars and Ketu are going to help cut that out of our life for good. Another thing that will be highlighted with that is not serving us with this Neptunian way is boundaries. Neptune is boundaryless. Neptune has this unconditional love to just give, and it is so beautiful, and I believe it is so important to have, and to have that overarching theme of unconditional love with everything that you do. But boundaries are also so important. It's really important to have this Virgo Piscean energy in balance, and this is like really, really like a trailer for what's to come when the nodes shift from with Rahu and Ketu into Pisces and Virgo, I believe. It's such a, yeah, it's like a preparation and like a little teaser for what's to come. So I think this is everything I wanted to speak about. Oh, so one more thing, this restructuring that we're undergoing, this is because Vishwakumara, the deity, is the celestial architect. So our life is under this repair and reconstruction. Pluto is also aspecting this new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn, and I believe Pluto is going direct soon, or will be around the time of this new moon. I don't know exactly when, but Pluto definitely has a strong impact and effect on this new moon. So Pluto is the ego destroyer. Pluto is assisting this intense destruction so that we can reform, and that is what we're undergoing right now. This vortex that the new moon, this portal vortex that I see, with Ketu being the vacuum pulling everything out, is going to send us, propel us into a new accelerated timeline. And this month of October is just, it's just such a transformative time. It's so intense and so powerful. It doesn't have to be scary. We just have to sort of, you know, diving deep into a vortex of moving energy. Yeah, that sounds scary, but if we just sort of, if we're resisting that, it's just going to be so much worse, that journey. But if we can just surrender to it and sort of surf that vortexual wave, then we can get through that smoothly, you know? So now's the time to really surrender and just like allow things to unfold while we're under this deep repair, and just be really patient with yourselves. Lots of self-care and self-love is so important right now, and just like really give yourself the time and the space to be still and to process whatever comes up, because we're supposed to be sitting in that cave and just processing all of, you know, the bats and the creepy crawlies and like these dark areas that we've never explored. This is the time where we need to like fully be comfortable in the cave, and then that pearl will eventually shine so bright. Once we're comfortable in that darkness, that pearl, the light of the pearl will shine so bright, and we will see how this is all aspects of ourselves. That cave is, that pearl is, like all of these little things, they create who we are. And once we embrace that, we can really create something for ourselves in this world that is super aligned, because Rahu is our destiny and our life path. But also I truly believe that these Ketu type things that we have repeated in so many lifetimes, that we have mastered, are also really important aspects of ourselves that we need to share with the world too. There's a reason why we are addicted to certain things, that we have gone through certain traumas and certain things that we need to, a lot of the times these things that we've gone through and these dark parts of ourselves are things that we can now help other people through, that our wounds do become our greatest teachers and healers for others too. So it's important for us to fully understand and embrace that, so that we can help others through that too.